Good morning, it's Andy in the bedroom, and you might be wondering what the heck I'm doing with that above my head. That glow, that rosiness. Now, it's not to light my baldness up. Not that I'm ashamed of being bald. You know what they say about bald men, innit? Yeah, they've got less hair. That is to emphasise the fact that I had a light on moment this morning. Some of you might have seen my Facebook video where I'm completely tired and distraught about the fact that I can't actually get my cyborg to vape properly without any hotspots or without any sort of like overburning of the coil. Well, finally cracked it this morning. I twisted a WG32 and lo and behold, I am currently vaping at 16 watts and at 1 ohm. I've only got 4 wraps on my coil and I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm astounded. I think I found my vaping Shangri-La. This is my cyborg. That is my Senisis. And that is a handmade drip tip, which I got off of ukvapors.org. And I'll post everything that I bought, you know, all the links to where I got it from, on the video once it's all done and finished and rendered and blah blah blah. Yeah. What can I say? This is, like I say, my vaping Shangri-La. It's a 20 watt DNA mod from Rob Fluid Vapors .com in the States, and I've got a stainless steel and brass mixed little hair rebuildable atomizer from Poland, which again was handmade, and I couldn't be happier. The cyborg itself is 5 ounces of solid brass. It's got copper contacts. Can be used by left-handed or right-handed people just by simply changing the orientation of the screen. Cyborg works in 18650, 18350, 18500. It's modular, and when Rob is satisfied that he's got the bottom button right, I'll be able to take the DNA mod part out and I'll be able to use it as a mechanical. So I've got 2 devices for 1 price. It's gorgeous, and it vapes like a train in the setup that I've got. I'm currently vaping our grape. If you don't know, I work for Vibrant Vapors, and you know, that's in our vision range, and it's 8020 PGVG, and it vapes like this. And that's only 20% VG. Yeah, okay, I'm vaping 16 watts at 1 ohm, which is making a world of difference. But the flavour isn't burnt. The flavour isn't compromised at all. Because, like Padge, I love it. Let's talk more about the DNA mod. You know, Rob from Fluid Vapor has done an astounding job of this. You know, it is a beautiful creation, and will only be enhanced when, you know, I get the bottom button. It runs sub-ohm, runs 20 watts. I've personally had it at 0.6 ohms. I wouldn't recommend it, but it does it. I love the fact that it tells you that you got a weak battery. You know, I was vaping at 17 watts. My rubbish batteries, which I robbed out of a old knackered battery pack for a laptop, at 17 watts, basically not enough drain. They're not high drain. I'm going to be getting some Orbtronics, I think, 10 amp drain. I've got a 2250 eFest. That works absolutely superb in this. I think as a device, I don't think I'm going to need anything else. It's got everything that I want, everything that I need, and with Rob, I imagine that he's going to be producing different tubes, because it's EVIC threaded, so you could even put this sort of like the DNA20 part, you could stick that on your EVIC if you chose to. I wouldn't. I'd keep it on what you actually buy it, because I've got to be honest, I think the quality is astounding. The Senisis complements it perfectly, because it's stainless steel and brass, and the brass is fading and dirtying up to the same colour as the brass tubing. I mean, 5 ounces of brass for a mod. Some people might say that's heavy, but it's perfectly weighted. I've got my finger on the fire button at the moment, and it's just so easy to find, because Rob, in his wisdom, actually chose to put a flat piece, on the actual mod. And beautiful engraving. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this, but that is, no, you can't. There you go. That is it. Fluid Cyborg. It's backwards, but hey, that's the camera's fault. Only 3 buttons, and those 3 buttons allow you to do everything you need to do. You can swap it from left-handed to right-handed. You can swap it from normal mode to stealth mode. You can lock it. It fades out when it's power saving. What more can I say? I can take it to pieces, completely to pieces, if I chose to. I don't want to take the DNA module out, but, it's fully modular. And when Rob gets that button sorted, it's going to be a mech mod as well. Right, I think I'm waffling. In truth, I just want a vape, because it gives me the vape that I want. And that's 20% VG. If I had 100% VG, I'd be in a cloud. I've only done one mod to the Senisis, and I put an extra O-ring underneath the top cap, which moves the air hole up slightly, and it helps aid with the sort of like the heat dissipation. Yeah, the actual plinth, or the actual base of the actual Senisis doesn't get hot. As a result, the top cap doesn't get hot. As a result, the drip tip doesn't get hot, and I'm vaping at 1 ohm, 16 watts. I would expect loads of heat. I've had that on my Bonafide Arga T2, when I was using it on mechanical mod at 0.3 ohms. I'm getting none of that with this. It's an absolute beast. It really is. It's beautiful. It's I can't think of any more superlatives to actually use to describe this. As you may have guessed, I'm quite happy. Anyway, I'm going to go and vape. And remember, vaping is not a crime. And e-cigs save lives. There we go. Awesome. Cheers.